Hi guys, so this is going to be part 2 of my reading on the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So apologies, my video stopped. So I'll be doing the actual collective energetic reading in this video, and I will also link part 1 in the description box, in which I look at the astrology and numerology surrounding this particular event. So I'm using the Numinous astro deck, and I will also be using the Mystic Mondays tarot deck to deliver these messages. So I'm just going to begin shuffling. Okay, so the first card that has come out is Third House, Perception. The next card that we've got is Fourth House, Roots. The next card that we have is Libra, the Idealist. And the final card that we have, I'm just going to push these down, is Ascendant Outlook. This is absolutely perfect. So let's have a look at the bottom of the deck energy, and then I'll begin reading. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got Uranus, we've got Revolution. Now, this is very aptly fitting simply because Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and it's essentially the energy of what we're going to be feeling. So we're going to be having a lot of changes. We're going to be having a lot more ideas. We're going to be seeing a lot more innovation, a development in technology. There's going to be significant changes in the way in which we think, the way in which we work, and how we interact. There is definitely going to be some changes and movement towards freedom. There is definitely going to feel like there is more clarity about what to do and how to move forward. And there's also going to be this expansion of consciousness, or for some, this is going to spark an awakening in which your consciousness has finally come in, and you're able to perceive things that you were not able to perceive before. So this is really, really amazing energy, really fresh, invigorating energy. And there is definitely going to be some unexpected shifts and changes for a lot of us. So we have the third house here, which represents the lower mind. This is the house that deals with our learning. And this is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is the ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. So when we're dealing with our perception, we're dealing with our logical mind, our practical mind. So we're going to have a significant change in our perception and what we're viewing. We're going to see a growth in our perception, but the way I'm seeing this is it's going to be a growth in our extrasensory perception, meaning that we're going to be able to perceive things from a very intuitive perspective as opposed to really focusing on logic. But what we're also going to see is there's going to be a change in our communication, because the third house does deal with communication and how we communicate. So I do feel with this sort of mercurial energy, there may be some changes in the way in which we interact, the changes in the way in which we communicate and socialize. There's also going to be a focus on our self-expression, because obviously we're dealing with communication with this third house energy. So there's going to be a focus really on self-expression, and that's going to be through different ways. So from some, it's going to be through the way in which we express ourselves through possibly music, or through literature, or through art, or through photography, or through dance for some of us. So there's definitely going to be a focus on us being able to step into a place of authenticity and use the different platforms available and tools available to us in order to express ourselves in a creative way. Now, with this fourth house energy, the fourth house deals with our stability and our security, and it represents the house of home and families. So I definitely feel that our roots are going to be, I feel like in some way we're going to be uprooted, meaning that there's going to be significant change in the way in which we live our day-to-day lives. I definitely feel like this four is going to represent us being able to change what's already happened. So if we've gone through a period of time in which we may not necessarily have had that stability and security, it may be stability and security that we've been seeking financially that now starts to come in as a result of this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So for me, I see this as being able to walk through your sort of portal to where it is that your pathway is leading you to. So this is going to look different for everyone, and it really is going to depend on what your goals, your dreams, your talents, your gifts and your aspirations are. But I definitely feel that you're moving into a time in which you're creating more stability and security materially for yourself and for your family. And for some of you, I do see this creating generational wealth and legacy money that you'll be able to leave, or assets that you'll be able to leave to your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. So this is beautiful energy that I'm seeing. So I'm seeing more stability coming in. What I'm also seeing with this Libra card here, I'm seeing more harmony being created from more balance being sort of sought. I'm seeing more balance coming in from an internal perspective from within, us creating the harmony and the balance from within in order to then achieve what it is that we want to achieve. And this is one of the things that is really important, and this year has really taught us. Not only has our perception changed this year, but we have also represented coming into our own and stepping into our power by really being our authentic self. And by doing that, we're creating more harmony and balance from within. So balancing out our masculine and our feminine energy has been one of the biggest lessons that we have all learned globally this year. I do feel that with the Libra card coming out, and because of the fact that Libra is also concerned with fairness and justice in particular, this represents that there is going to be a time in which those that have gone through a particular difficult time but have done the work on themselves to be able to change certain thoughts, emotions and patterns of behavior is now going to start to experience a significant shift in maybe your stability materially, your finances, maybe experiencing growth within your job or within your career or within a particular entrepreneurial endeavor that you were pursuing or currently are pursuing. So this is absolutely beautiful. What I'm also seeing with this Ascendant card, which is beautiful because we've got the perception as the subheading and the outlook. So your perception and your outlook is changing because now as your consciousness has started to expand, as you're starting to see things differently, you're now starting to understand that with this Ascendant card, your view of what you want, your goals, your dreams are now seeming so achievable. You're starting to feel a surge of inspiration, and because of the fact that you're now taking a different perspective on how you are able to achieve, you're now understanding that you have the key to unlock exactly what it is that you desire, and as a result you're taking like strong action towards putting your goals and your dreams in motion, which is absolutely beautiful. I do also feel like you're obtaining a broader perspective and being able to see things not just for yourself but for humanity, for the planet as a whole, and looking at making necessary changes. So this is absolutely beautiful. I am going to pull some tarot to close out this reading. I will be using the Mystic Mondays tarot deck. I'm going to give it a shuffle before I start. So let's find out why third house perception is here. Why is the third house here? So the card that we have is the Devil. So that's Capricorn energy ruled by the planet Saturn. Why is the fourth house here, please? Why is the fourth house here? So we've got the Nine of Cups, which is covering the fourth house. Why is Libra here, please? So we have the Four of Cups, beautiful. And one more card. Why is Ascendant? That came out fast. And we've got the Empress. Perfect. We're going to start off with the bottom of the deck energy. So the bottom of the deck energy for the tarot deck is the Four of Pentacles, which for me represents the fourth house type of energy. So we're talking about all things to do with our material stability and our security. We're looking at potentially changing our stability and security, and I do feel that for some of us that's going to represent an increase in finances, a shift, particularly for those of you that have been going through a financially difficult time and you have been working tirelessly to try and create solutions, particularly for those of you that have been recently you started businesses or you are small business owners. I do feel that this Four of Pentacles represents more stability and security coming into you. This is absolutely beautiful energy. Now, even though we have the Devil here, which in some readings can represent something that needs to be addressed and looked at, I don't actually see the Devil, which is confirming the third house energy, to be bad. I actually see this as this Capricorn energy, this Saturn energy revealing truth, and us being able to, as an individual or as a global community, as a society, being able to see the truth. And I definitely feel with this Devil energy, which represents Capricorn, this is about holding those that are responsible for things that have taken place to account. So this represents the card of taking accountability. And the Devil, when it appears in the reading with this particular message, it's talking about being able to reveal the truth for those to hold people to account within any type of situation. It's about learning that what you have done may not necessarily be for the greatest good of everyone, so therefore there needs to be a significant change. And when the Devil comes into a reading upright, this represents some sort of change that needs to happen. And for some, this represents a change of perception in order in which we are seeing or being able to connect with the truth within us, the truth that we believe, our thoughts, what we feel intuitively is what I'm seeing, because the truth is going to be different for everyone. It's going to be based on your own perception, which is subjective. Okay, when we look at the fourth house card now, we have the Nine of Cups that's coming in. So the Nine of Cups represents the wish fulfillment. It represents a dream, a goal, or a desire. Some of you may have been really working hard towards creating more stability within your finances, or even creating a stable stability within home. So if you've been moving from one place to the other, or you're trying to establish maybe buying a home at this time or moving to a new location, I definitely feel like this is going to be something that is going to be supported by this energy. The Nine of Cups talks about growth. It talks about fortune. It talks about achieving something that you've always wanted. So this is the emotional fulfillment card, the wish fulfillment card. This is about your dreams coming true. So if you have been putting in the work this year towards saving for a house or a mortgage, or you have been working towards putting money into a business, or you've started a business this year, or you've been looking at changing your career, I definitely feel like whatever it is that you're working on that's creating that stability right now is going to be successful. So this is absolutely beautiful. I also feel with this is beautiful energy here, the Four of Cups with the Libra. So when we're looking at Libra, Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, which deals with beauty and love and creativity and health. And it also, Venus deals with money. But when we're looking at it from the Libra perspective, we're really dealing with that energy of creativity and love and beauty. And when we see the Four of Cups, in traditional tarot, the Four of Cups talks about being more focused on what you have had in the past rather than focusing on what it is that you have now. Now, what I'm seeing, which is different from the traditional depiction, is this Four of Cups. You can see that this person is really focusing on this fourth cup that's hovering above their head. So it's about keeping your goal in mind, keeping your dream in line with what it is that you're actually doing, your actions, using your actions and your focus towards what it is that you really desire rather than looking at what you've had in the past. I do feel this represents balance or harmony coming in, especially for those of you that may have gone through a difficult time in which you may not have had that stability and security either emotionally or financially. I definitely feel like this is a sign that is telling me that things are going to change and change for the better. And essentially these new blessings that are coming towards you, whether this is a new job, whether this is a new home, whether this represents more money or a successful outcome with regards to a creative or entrepreneurial pursuit. I'm also seeing with this Four of Cups, there's going to be successful. Those of you that work in a profession where you're caring for others or you're dealing with others. So this could be whether this is within health, holistic health, spiritual well-being, crystals, Reiki, whatever business that you run in which you care for others. It could even be within the sector of education. Whatever it is that you do that helps to care for or look after others, you're definitely going to be supported in what it is that you're doing. And your efforts in showing love and compassion and assistance and support to those that need it is going to be greatly rewarded, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so the final cards, we have the Ascendant card with the Empress. So again, for me, this is really positive. I'm just seeing a lot of growth with the Empress. I'm seeing this is again Venus energy represented in Taurus. So we're talking about the birth of something new, creativity, visionary energy, really bringing into alignment what it is that you've been focusing on and that you have been dreaming about, really looking at the bigger picture and working hard towards it, but knowing that everything that you've done up to this point to invest the time, energy and effort into something growing is going to finally pay off for you with this Empress energy. I am going to pull a few cards just to close out the reading and to give some advice to those of you that would like some. I'm going to actually use the Moonology. I'm going to use the Moonology deck to close out this reading. So, what is the advice for the collective? So the first card, how appropriate. We've got full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. This is about really keeping your eye on the prize, focusing on your goals, focusing on your dreams and focusing on your heart's desire. Absolutely beautiful. So we have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So this is really about strengthening that solar plexus chakra, really focusing on understanding that everything that you need lies within you, and that you need to ensure that in order to have what it is that you desire, your energy is positive and it's optimistic and it's confident, and you believe in yourself and believe in your goals and believe in your dreams for those to manifest. And then the last card is the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. So this is talking about the fact that those of you that have gone through a difficult time, those of you that have struggled this year, but you have really worked hard to put yourself in the best possible position emotionally and spiritually, and you're really working hard towards manifesting your goals materially. You're going to see that there's going to be some light at the other end of the tunnel, which is going to create more growth for you. This is absolutely beautiful. And if we look at the bottom of the deck energy, we have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So this is really about a new way of doing things, and this is going to be a really beneficial time, a really great time for experiencing and seeing the growth of things that you have been working towards up until this point. So that's absolutely beautiful. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has resonated, and I hope that you have an amazing, amazing time with the energies that's going to be coming from this Jupiter Saturn conjunction. Jupiter will be in Aquarius for the next year, and Saturn is going to be in Aquarius for the next 3 years. So these are going to be changes that will stay for a long time to come. I hope that you all have a lovely time, and I will speak to you all very, very, very soon. Take care. Bye.